For the second straight year, it's going to be the Oilers and the Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Oil Spills. This episode brought to you by Milani Plumbing and Heating, Edmonton's first choice when it comes to plumbing and heating. Rob Wong, joined alongside, as always, by Edmonton Journal Oilers writer Gerry Moddejonge. And Gerry, it feels like this is a matchup that people have wanted to see as soon as the Final Four we saw the Final Four come down with the Oilers facing off against the Stars and the Panthers facing off against the Hurricanes. Both of these series obviously ending quite quickly with Edmonton and Florida advancing to the Stanley Cup Final. But when you look at the Oilers side of things, a tough blow, as we talked about the other day with Zach Hyman's injury. But when you look at this team as a whole, do you feel like they are better suited to go up against Florida this season?
Yeah, Rob, when you mention how long it's been, people around this town have wanted to see this since about June 24th, right after the final buzzer in last week's Stanley Cup Final. The Oilers, of course, rebounded from a 0-3 deficit to Florida in the opening of that series to force a Game 7. I mean, just incredible. Sort of the Hollywood script sort of setup that is absolutely unbelievable. And, for the Oilers, unfortunately, they weren't able to write that Cinderella ending. But, boy, they get another chance here. It's all they've wanted ever since. And, you can imagine things are going to be different in their approach this time. But interesting how it's worked out here, much like Florida, who 2 years ago fell to the Vegas Golden Knights in the final, and then last year got a chance to get back to that Stanley Cup Final series. And boy, they sure took it out on Edmonton, took it to them early, and the Oilers, to their credit, bounced back to make a series of it. I talk about how long the offseason was waiting around for another chance here. Imagine if, they'd gotten swept 4-0 in that series. So, really, really incredible. I can't imagine the Oilers are going to want to, have that same slow start this time around. Talk about living and learning. Completely different approach for those guys this time around, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've seen the experience really shine through in these playoffs where it doesn't seem like the Oilers are fazed by too much, really business, as usual when it comes to the way that they are playing right now. And we saw that, of course, in that series clinching game against the Dallas Stars. The return of Matias Ekholm, we've been waiting for quite a while here to finally see him step onto the ice, finally got a game under his belt. What did you make of his first appearance of this year's Stanley Cup playoffs? Yeah,
pretty integral piece too. I mean, he all season long, the last 2 years, he's been on that top defensive pairing with Evan Bouchard. Pretty integral piece, easily the top defensive force the Oilers have. And that's saying a lot for, a roster that's built around high-octane offense. To get him back was big for sure. At the same time, I mean, you take off those 6-3 results that bookended that series, and Edmonton only allowed 2 goals against in the middle 3 games. So things were clipping along pretty well defensively for those Oilers. To get him back is just a big boon. Individually for him, of course, there was a little bit to be desired. On one hand, he had the big breakaway pass for Connor McDavid to go in and score all alone on his goal. But he also was in the penalty box when Roope Hintz got that goal back for Dallas. So a little bit of give and take with him. Obviously, his game's going to improve the more he's on the ice with the team again and resuming his top pairing role. But he's just such a calming influence when you've got the offensive-minded Evan Bouchard over on the other side of him defensively. I mean, he's always, jumping into plays and taking some of those risks, which he can do, knowing full well that, he's got the stay-at-home defense of Matias Ekholm kind of backing him up back there. So definitely a calming force for the Oilers, as well as, I see their penalty kill improving as well with him back in the mix now, Rob.
Yeah, both teams firing on all cylinders right now, to say the least. Still a couple of days left here before things get going. Wednesday night is Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Florida Panthers and Edmonton Oilers. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For Gerry Moddejonge, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you after game number 1.